Now, next enzyme. Now, next enzyme. DNA helicase. DNA helicase. So, what is the role of this enzyme? So, this is a double stranded helix. Double stranded DNA molecule. Okay, so helicase enzyme. Okay, see the difference. Base pairing, already existing pairs. Base pairing. This is a twisted ladder. This is ladder. What happened here? Helicase is able to remove helices coils. So here, what is the role of this enzyme here? Now, untwist, untwist. So twisted ladder is converted into straight one. Spring into string. For example, this is a pen spring. Pen spring. Coils present or not? Extend it, we'll get a string of iron one, whatever the type of metal. A string of iron or not. If it is coiled, we'll get a spring. Okay. So what about the rule of this engine? Untwist, removal of coils. Next, same engine, helicase engine. For our understanding, I am separating both the events. Helicase engine. Okay, so 3, 5, 5. What happened here? Both the DNA strands separated from each other. Depairing of nucleotides. So this is called as unzip. Zip means locked, unlocked. Zipped, unzipped. If it is unzipped, what about both the DNA strands separate from each other or not? Unzipping means removal of hydrogen bonds present between complementary nucleotides. Come back. Untwist means removal of coils or pitches. Unzip means removal of H bonds between AT and GC. Removal of hydrogen bonds. Okay, so that is about role of this enzyme. Okay, right? Untwist, unzipping. Right? Next enzyme. DNA ligase. Simply joining. Stitching. DNA ligase joining or stitching or mending. Okay. What about the role of this one? This enzyme is concerned with what is the role of that one? Ligation means re-establishment or establishment of or formation of ester bond. Ester bond between nucleotides. Nucleotides in a strand. Nucleotides between nucleotides. We will see with the help of diagram how to understand that concept. For example, this is a parent DNA strand. Okay, right? Here, DNA fragment, new one is produced. New strand, fragment, fragment. Is it continuous? No. DNA fragment 1, 2, 3. This is a DNA molecule. Okay, so what about the role of ligase? Establishment of a bond, ester bond between nucleotides present in these two fragments. Joining, stitching. Okay, so the role of that one is establishment of a bond between two nucleotides present in so-called fragments. Means for the formation of dinucleotide. Remember this one. So that's about DNA ligase. Establishment of ester bond between nucleotides present in two successive fragments. So that is about a DNA ligase. Next. Primase is also called as DNA, not given in NCERT, DNA dependent, DEP dependent, RNA polymerase. Primase was not given in NCERT textbook, but sometimes they may ask it beyond NCERT textbook. So what is the role of primase? It is concerned with synthesis of RNA primers. RNA primer means single-stranded RNA molecule with certain number of unpaired nucleotides. This primer is very essential for DNA replication, that is able to provide a stability for polymerization. So, primer, RNA primer is required for, that is able to provide stability for providing support, stability for DNA polymerization, for DNA polymerization. So that is the role of primase. Okay. So in addition to these enzymes, certain number of enzymes are required, but they are beyond NCERT. They are not required. Leave them. No problem. Next requirement. One more enzyme. I will take one more enzyme. One more enzyme. One more enzyme. take one more enzyme. Topoisomerase. Topoisomerase. So what is the role of this enzyme? It is able to release strain caused by opening strands. For example, this is a double-stranded a DNA molecule. Both the strands opened at one particular location. Okay, so topoisomerase, this enzyme is binded here. For example, this is a topoisomerase. TPM, I'm using TP, topoisomerase. Okay, so what is the role of this enzyme? Binding DNA molecule, whereby it is able to release pressure exerted by opening strands. Gradually, topoisomerase move towards one end. Okay, and facilitates gradual opening of DNA molecule. For example, ladder. If all the steps are, for example, the ladder is having all the steps are at a time removed, are you able to hold both the strands? No, they will collapse like this. Okay, and above that one, with the help of some rope or some rubber band, both the strands of a ladder covered. Now we can open so-called rungs or steps gradually. Okay, so the purpose of this one is it is able to release strain caused by opening strands. So that is about topoisomerase. This enzyme also not given in NCERT textbook, beyond NCERT. Next, proteins. What are the proteins? Given one. Second one I'm taking. Single stranded binding proteins. Single stranded binding proteins. So what about the role of these proteins? These proteins also not given in NCERT textbook. Both the DNA strands separated at one particular location. Okay, so here nucleotides are in unpaired condition. For example, A, T, G, C. Okay, G, C, A, T. So if conditions are favorable, what about these two strands come back to normal? Okay, so these two strands are getting reassociation that will be converted into double stranded one. Okay, so now what about the role of a single stranded binding protein? This is a single stranded binding protein. Yes, yes, BP. The purpose of this one is it prevents reassociation of both the strands. It prevents formation of a double stranded condition. So prevents reassociation of separated strands, reassociation of a DNA strands. Okay, so that is about a single stranded binding protein, right? Next, third requirement. Third one. This is very, very important. Most of the students are not able to understand this third one. That is deoxy ribonucleoside triphosphates. Deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates. What are they here? Examples. They're well known to you. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. GTP, guanosine triphosphate. CTP, TTP. What about names of all these things? Actually, this is a adenilic acid, guanilic acid, cytidilic acid, thymidilic acid. The given one, deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates. That is correct. Adenosine. What is adenosine? See, take ATP molecule. ATP, one ATP molecule. ATP is with what are the components present in that ATP molecule? Adenine molecule. Adenine linked to sugar molecule. Sugar molecule. Adenosine. So like that, you should read and command. Micro level reading and commanding the textbook is very, very important. This is sugar molecule. The bond present between these two is well known to N-glycosidic bond. So this is a adenosine nucleoside with how many phosphates? Simple, I'm using phosphate. How many phosphates? 3 phosphates. See, adenosine triphosphate. Here, deoxy, 2-deoxy, 2-deoxy adenosine, 2-deoxy adenosine triphosphate. 3 phosphates are present. Is that clear? Okay. So adenosine plus 1 phosphate, AMP. Adenosine plus 2 phosphates, ADP. Adenosine plus 3 phosphates, ATP. Okay, right? And one more thing I'm giving here, sugar plus adenine plus 1 phosphate. What is this one? AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Sugar plus adenine plus phosphate 1, phosphate 2. How many phosphates? 2. ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Next, sugar, adenine, phosphate 1, phosphate 2, 3 phosphates. Now the molecule is ATP. So like this, prepare rest of the nucleoside triphosphates. Now, what is the role of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates? The role of this one, take one ATP molecule. One ATP molecule, ATP plus 2 molecules of H2O, hydrolysis, gives rise to inorganic phosphates removed plus adenosine monophosphate plus energy. E means energy. Energy produced. Okay. So here, what are the products required for DNA replication? Adenosine monophosphate required, energy required. So what is the role of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates? That is either ATP molecule or a GTP molecule or a CTP or TTP. Okay, so minus 2 inorganic phosphates. 2 inorganic phosphates. Inorganic phosphate 1, 2, remove it. Minus or excluding 2 inorganic phosphate. Minus 2 inorganic phosphate. 2 inorganic phosphate. Simply I'm giving AMP, adenosine monophosphate, GMP, guanosine monophosphate, CMP, cytidine monophosphate, thymidine monophosphate plus energy. So now you can understand what about the role of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates. They are providing two things. One, substrates. What are those substrates? Nucleotides. Adenalic acid, guanilic acid, cytidilic acid, thymidilic acid plus energy. Given textbook statement, the role of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates. What about the role? Dual role. What is that a dual role? Dual role. Two roles. Two functions. One, energy. Energy plus energy plus substrates. Energy plus substrates given. Come back. Substrate 1, 2, 3, 4 coming from these and energy. That is the role of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates. Okay, so deoxyribonucleoside triphosphates are able to provide nucleotides. They are called as a textbook statement. Substrates means nucleotides. What are they? Adenosine monophosphate, adenolic acid, guanosine monophosphate, guanilic acid, CMP, TMP like that, plus energy. So if two terminal phosphates are removed from each and every nucleoside triphosphate, nucleotides possible plus energy possible. These two are required for DNA replication. What are the subunits of polymers of DNA and RNA? Nucleotides. Nucleotides required or not? They are the substrate. What is that substrate? Substrates are nucleotides. Nucleotides. Okay, is it clear? Right. So there is about a certain number of requirements. So many are required, but they are enough for a NEET exam. Okay.